Oh shit, we're fighting invisible dudes with big swords. Oh, that's fucking rad. Look at that. Oh god. That's a freaky motherfucker right there. Welcome back to Digi Bros.
Yeah.
Episode Who Cares? Where it's forever.
I
I'm gonna
spent
be
the
playing
whole
this game
last
forever.
episode saying this classic anime isn't as good as people purport it to be, even though it's really good. So I don't know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, that's you.
It's funny too because
that doesn't make any
I
sense.
have criticized the use of the phrase overrated so hard
Oh my god.
that it's really hilarious that I would go on a rant about overrated anime. It's just
You're so full of contradictions. It's amazing.
it's just that,
You're
like,
just beautiful.
well, first
You
of
really
all-
are Aberdolf Linkler.
first of all, I'm tired and it's hot. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to string together something to talk about,
Yeah.
and that topic just kept
Fair
me
enough.
going for a while.
Fair enough.
But like, the reason that I have these thoughts is that I spend a lot of time on the anime and manga board on 4chan, and like I said, I go into these top 9 threads, and everyone has the same top 9. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same shows on everyone's list. Everyone has the fucking Masaaki Yuasa shows on their list. Everybody has like the
just
classic
have good
shows that
taste.
everyone likes, and I'm like,
Those are just the best shows, bruh.
to me it's just like, are these really your top 9, or are these the 9 shows that you feel like you're supposed to say are the best shows?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm glad I like Masaki Yuasa without having known anyone knew he existed.
Right. Well, like, I mean, and he's great, and I don't blame anybody for liking his shows, but like, sometimes I feel like people just like him because he's different, you know? And I will say that his shows are some of the most tightly written anime out there, so like, that's a big, huge, like, Ping Pong is unbelievably tightly written for an anime series.
Yes.
Tatami Galaxy, crazy dialogue, you know?
Okay. Just for a second. My favorite fucking weapon, man. This is my shit right here.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
I know how much you love this and how
Look
much
at this.
nobody else
Look at-
loves this.
Look, it has a button that it summarizes my feelings completely. Get off. This is a weapon about getting off. Because I am getting off right now. I don't know how the fuck people don't like the spinning top. Because the spinning top is fucking fun and awesome and rad. If you don't like the spinning top, please go fuck yourself. Because it's cool. Do you have no fucking soul? Look at this. Listen to that sound. Isn't that fucking cool? And then I hit B to jump. Fuck yeah. Look, I just got on that that was awesome.
I gotta say, I think it's pretty cool.
It's fucking cool.
Can you ride on it just freely, or do you have
Yeah,
to...
you can, but you
Oh,
lose
man.
speed really fast. You gain speed by jumping off and connecting to other rails.
I think it's pretty sick.
It's fucking sick. Look at this. Oh shit.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. And you get on more rails. It's so fun. And then you
It's
fight
like-
the boss and you're doing this the whole time. It's fucking
like,
cool.
It's like you're playing Tony Hawk.
Yeah, it's Tony Hack.
Tony Hawk.
Hey, I got a piece of heart from a little chest.
Hey, it's
Bah.
Tony Hawk.
Let's fuck up some Scully dudes. This dungeon's fucking
Hey, my
rad.
name's Tony Hawk. So anyways,
Yeah, something about
that's
Masaki
why I
Yuasa.
ranted about my Japanese animes for like 80 hours.
Yeah.
That explanation probably would have been more at home in the last episode, but whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever.
It's whatever. Ah, shit.
But I guess-
Why'd you come back?
I really, my favorite lists are the ones where I can tell no one else has this favorites list.
Yes.
Like, nothing is
Or it's
cooler
like this
to
person
me.
has quite unique taste.
Right. Like, I think the greatest, my favorite and most interesting top 10 favorite games list ever was the
yes.
Tamashi Hiroka top 10 favorite games
Yeah.
list. Because it was so fascinating to see the way, particularly that being a woman had affected the way she
Yeah.
perceived games. Because of the fact that she specifically was like, I was never into all the hyper-masculine games that
Yes.
everyone else is into. She was like, I'm not into the fucking playing some big burly guy. I'm not into the violence or
And she says
the
that, I'm like,
all that shit.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
She was like, and then she listed her top 10 favorite games, and half of it was shit I'd never heard of Chibi Robo until that video.
heard Chibi Robo?
I had never heard of that game until she talked about it. And maybe I saw it on X-Play once, like
I thought it
fucking
was
10 years
in Nintendo
ago.
Power a while ago.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, someone has this in their top 10 favorite games. Like,
Yeah.
and I've never even heard of it. And I've seen him. how many times have I seen a top 10 favorite games? And it's Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, Half-Life 2, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina.
Oh, those are
of Time.
good games.
All these games that everyone's got in their top 10. And then Tamashi Hiroka had Chibi Robo and like Katamari Damacy and like Animal Crossing. You know, they were all like games that weren't about violence, games that were about like
having a good time.
Yeah, having a good time. Usually they were kind of colorful, had like anthropomorphic characters and stuff, and they were all good games. Like all of them, I completely understood why they would be someone's top 10 games, and I was like, this is one of the coolest top 10 lists I've ever seen. Like, I was legitimately fucking fascinated.
Oh shit, wait, this is sweet.
As a fan of top 10. So when I go on 4chan and everyone has the same fucking top 10 of the same classically considered amazing shows that all have perfect writing and perfect structure, I'm like, are those really your top 10 shows? Or are those the 10 shows that you think everyone will like you because you like them?
The gears, man.
The gears they stood for 1,000 years.
There's another thing I love about dungeons in this game. You walk into this dungeon, this is like early in.
Right.
You're like, what are these gear things? You know it's gonna come back. You know you're gonna be back here. You see all these tracks on the walls. You're like, what the fuck are the tracks on the walls? And then sure enough, you come back with this crazy gear weapon, which is not like anything you could have fucking imagined in a Zelda game. And you have.
It's funny because like Zelda has always done that foreshadowing, but in most games it's just there's a door.
Exactly.
And you go, sometime I'm gonna get in that door. Yeah. You know, but in this game it's like, what the fuck is this elaborate, like, what's going on here? Like, what is this gonna be?
You have no idea because you don't know what that weapon's gonna be. Sometimes it's obvious when it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna get the arrows. But then this time it's just like,
can you not use the spinning top to get across the sand?
Yeah, I can.
Then why were you trying to...
I was being a dipshit.
What the fuck is wrong with
distracted.
Fucking idiot.
Woo! This is a fucking cool boss, man. I love this boss so much.
Are you about to
it's
fight
dopey
the boss
looking, but...
already?
Yeah.
Good. That'll probably end up the episode. But, yeah, seeing like your top 5 anime we were formulating earlier, like those are all popular shows, but that specific combination, like Gurren Lagann, Hajime no Ippo, Hunter x Hunter, I can get a picture of the person who likes those shows. Someone who clearly really likes,
very happy dipshit,
really likes like highly dramatic, energetic portrayals of raw energy and fighting. You know, like Gurren Lagann.
That's the inspirational kind of like.
All 3 of them are shows that are about going, oh!
Yes,
you know?
And they're also all bromance.
Yeah.
Total bromance.
But they're all shows that have like whole episodes of, oh! Because that's clearly the emotion you care about the most in anime. Is the awe emotion.
It's just the what gives you chills when you're just like, wow, that was great.
And then Tatami Galaxy being in there is like, it throws you for a loop.
Totally different from all the other stuff.
Because like someone else who has Tatami Galaxy in their list, it'll be like Tatami Galaxy, Kaiba, Princess Tutu. Oh oui, I smoked a good French cigarette. But you're like, Gurren Lagann, Hajime no Ippo. But guess what? I have feelings too.
Galaxy.
I have feelings too.
I have feelings too.
Like just because I like raw masculine energy doesn't mean I don't have adult contemporary feelings.
There you go.
The kind of feelings that are best expressed in a Weezer
anime.
song.
God, I love adult anime. It's coming to me. What's another favorite? Shit. College anime. Nah, I'm not getting anything.
My top 10 anime right now: K-On!, Shirobako, Hunter x Hunter.
Oh fuck.
Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Ponyo, Psychopaths, Gintama, Log Horizon, Kill La Kill, and Garzy's Wings.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. My top 10.
breaking this motherfucker's spine.
Which means that the 3 that got kicked
This is
off
fucking nuts, man.
were Toradora, Karno Kyokai, and Space Dave. Been kicked off since the last time.
fuck.
Top 10. At the end of or sometime in October, I'm gonna make my new top 10. I'm gonna do it once a year, but I have to. Before I make my next top 10 list, I hope to rewatch Evangelion all the way through, which shouldn't be.
Boom.
I mean, I'm already like doing it, and then I'd really love to watch Eureka 7.
Yeah.
Cause like
I was mad. I was rewatching it. I got like halfway through, and then I never finished it. And I think it was because like I was really hyped to see like the episode like 26 mark where they have like the big emotional fucking Taiyo no Manakae fucking awesome scene,
Right.
and like I had overhyped myself for it, and then it wasn't as good as I remembered it being. And I was just like, oh no, I don't want Eureka 7 to not be as good as I remember it. It was
Yeah.
interesting because it was like when I was a kid, I was way more about Renton, and then the second time watching it, I'm like, Holland is the best character in this show.
Oh
and he's
yeah,
way more
Holland
interesting
is
than
by
anyone
far
else.
the most
Yeah.
interesting.
Because I didn't
fascinating
like it when I
character.
first watched it because I was fucking 14. Of course I didn't like Holland.
Well, like, what's
I
great
didn't
about him
understand
is
him
that
at
he's
all.
a total dick.
Yeah,
Like he's a
But then
complete
he's not.
asshole.
You totally understand, you know, his motivations behind.
But
everything,
he is a
and he's-
total childish dick. Like
To an
he's-
extent,
he's
but
a
yeah.
total dick.
Holland is fucking great. But I never ended up finishing it.
Yeah,
And it was definitely like not as good all around as I remembered it
Well,
being because I was
the
like
first-
fucking in love with
the
it when I
first
first
two arcs
watched
of
it.
Eureka 7 are not that good.
Yeah.
Like most of the first 13 episodes are like dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
And then the second arc is where it gets like really depressing and
Yeah.
it's like harder to watch. But it's
I
really
just remember that being so emotional for me, like
yeah.
at a different age.
It's really when it gets into like the last 10 episodes that like everything kind of comes home. But like out of all my old favorite shows, like that's the one that I guess I have the highest hopes for, or at least
Yeah.
I want to know the most how I'll feel about it now. Like, cause like Steins Gate is one of my favorites, but I could easily see watching it and be like, oh, it's a 9. You know,
Yeah.
like, I don't think it would be like 10 out of 10 perfect to me
Damn.
now, but like, or like Bakano or Kanan, like all.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd give a 10 to any of those, but like Eureka 7, I feel like has enough in it that maybe it would be like
Fighting a
that.
floating head now. Oh, this pause.
This is rather astounding.
Yes.
I just
So
assumed it was
great.
over.
Nope.
Keep
Keeps going. This is my favorite part.
But yeah, there's a handful of anime that I would like to watch before I make my next top 10 list that are like the ones that I feel like could make it into the top 10. Evangelion I have the most complicated feelings towards because as a work of art, I am so utterly like impressed with it.
Yeah.
I think it's like the greatest anime ever made, but I don't know if I enjoy it that much. Like in terms of raw getting something out
I
of
really
it
need to
as an
rewatch Ava
adult.
too.
I'm like 7 episodes in, and I mean every episode's been great.
Yeah.
And like from the standpoint of like writing and directing, it's fucking impeccable. Like
Yeah.
it's easily the best written and directed and like overall like best feeling anime ever. Like
Yeah.
it's unbelievable how fucking good it is. And it makes you
Boom.
think, wow, people have been talking about all this time, but I don't even think most people appreciate how fucking good it actually is. Like, you know, people just kind of feel it. They don't really know how to explain it, which is why I started making videos about it.
Yeah.
But like the biggest reason that I haven't been making, like that I'm not that enthusiastic about making the videos and why I haven't been cranking them out is because the show's not that fun to watch. Like, it's mostly kind of like slow and depressive and like,
Yeah.
you know, heady and makes you think a lot rather than like being like, yeah,
Awesome.
fuck yeah,
Ava.
Ava, you know. Not to say that a show has to be like happy-go-lucky to be exciting, but like Shirobako, like every episode you get hyped for Shirobako.
Yeah, you
You're
do.
like, oh
That
my
was fucking
god,
great.
oh my god, I'm so into this. Like, you know, something depressing happens and it's like,
That's like a top 5 contender for me.
Oh, it's
so good.
my number 2 right now. I
Jesus.
think. It was just Shirobako's a difficult one because, like, I feel like I want it to be longer, and I want, like, because you don't get to spend enough time with the characters.
I wish
but
wish the Bakuman anime would be good.
I've heard it's like that it's not
Yeah,
as bad as
I really
want
to find a because I couldn't find a download last time I wanted to watch it, because I was
It's
like,
like
I should give it another
75
shot.
episodes.
Because I fucking love Bakuman.
Because you know it's the entire same team that did Shokugeki no Soma, I'm pretty sure.
I see.
Like, it's the same studio and it might be the same director, I'm not sure.
Fuck my fucking ass.
But, I mean, I've seen a lot of people who are really into Bakuman the anime, but most of them have never read the manga.
No.
Like, I've seen a lot of reviews
That's
of, like,
interesting.
glowing reviews of it, because the story is incredible of Bakuman,
Yes.
like, regardless of the
This
manga.
is really good.
And when you think about it, most people for most shows only see the show. Bakuman. The
Yeah.
only reason you read the Bakuman manga is because we knew people who were into the Bakuman manga. Like, I had been told already that Bakuman was an amazing manga by Ghostlightning for like years, and then when the anime came out, he was like, "Oh, the anime's not as good because it takes too long." And
I
it
mean,
doesn't
I watched the
have raw
first episode
energy."
and I did not feel that at all.
But he said that, like, as of season 2, like, it got
Yeah.
got much better, and he ultimately said it was like it was a worthy adaptation. It wasn't that it was better than the manga, but it was a worthy, you know. So I'm sure it's not bad. I just feel like I already read the manga, so I don't need the anime, you know.
This manga was just so fucking perfect.
And the anime, and I think it works better as a manga because it's about manga.
Yes.
So like it feels more relevant that it's a manga than normal, you know. Like
I would say the only cool part about seeing the anime is to see the stuff like when they make anime and it's animated,
Yeah,
where it's like you
that's
see the
cool.
trailer for the Crow anime and it's like, that's awesome.
Yeah. But like you know, I'm always the first guy to say that I don't care as much about the original manga. Like
Yeah.
I like anime. Like, I like anime more than I like manga, period. Because I like animation. I like the stuff that animation brings. But, like, with Bakuman, it's like the fact that it's manga is part of the point. You know, it's a manga about manga. So, I think it loses something to be an anime.
Be like if Shirobako were a manga.
Right, exactly.
Wouldn't make any fucking
Shirobako
sense.
would not be as good as a manga.
Boom.
Incidentally, I've heard about that there's a newer manga out about manga that's like the most realistic one. Like whereas Bakuman's the super shonen, exciting one. There's like
a realistic manga about manga.
Well, I mean, it's like the adult emotional one.
I see.
Like the one that will make you like, oh god, it hurts so good, my life, you know.
I see.
That some of my friends are talking about on Facebook. And they posted this this image that's just like 3 images of this dude like running, and it says like draw, 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 and I was like, oh man, I could already tell this is gonna be one of those like you finish it and immediately you need to fucking write something or like do your life, you know.
Jesus Christ.
It's like I need to check this out.
Bakuman helped me through some rough times.
Bakuman was a good man.
I'm glad it took me like 5 years to collect all of it.
Yeah.
And that just made it very satisfying.
Ooh.
Let's see how many hours we have now.
What Pokemon character do
14
you relate to
hours.
the most? Who do you see yourself as in Pokemon? How many hours did you say? 14?
14. We're done.
I saw
We
myself
should
as
probably
AG
stop this.
Nizuma.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know.
Alright, everybody. Next time on Digi Bros.
Probably the main guy.
Another play
very
session.
focused. Alright.
We'll do it.